Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, January 4th, and today was just gonna be like a normal weekend vlog. We were gonna take down Christmas decorations. We were going to like do some like things around the house, just like a chill weekend vlog. And it's so low-key, but we are redoing our bathroom, which will be a completely separate bathroom remodel video. So if that interests you, definitely subscribe. Our contractor was like, yeah, we can start in January. We were like, okay. So we hadn't heard from him since before the holidays. And then my husband texted him like this past week and he didn't answer. And then today, on Saturday, he called us, or he called my husband and was like, yeah, so I was thinking we could start Tuesday. Like, it's Saturday. Tuesday's 3 days away. We have not ordered a single thing. And he's still, like, we're fully demoing the whole bathroom, like down to the studs, like taking the sheetrock off, like everything. Because there's mold and like moisture and like it's going. Everything is going. So, we have a lot we have to buy. So today we're going to Home Depot to pick out everything and to like get a good sense of like what we want to do. But that will be in a different video. I thought I was going to be filming just like a very chill video today, but not so chill really. I'm going to do light makeup just because I am going to be filming and out and about today. So I don't want to look completely crazy, and I haven't worn makeup in a while and I want to feel freshened up. But this is the first like real vlog of 2025 that I'm filming, so hello. I just had my New Year's resolutions and goals for 2025 video go up like 16 minutes ago, so go watch that if you haven't already. And the first goal for 2025 was to redo the bathroom, and that is literally starting on Tuesday. So let me start my makeup. Okay, so just going in with a little bit of the Ilia Serum Skin Tint. I love this. I've used it for like 3 years. Basically, we are going for a white and gray basic aesthetic. I'll put up on the screen what we're thinking. It's just like, this is not our forever home. Most likely, we are not staying here forever. My guess is probably 5 to 10 years we'll be here. So we don't really want to put in everything custom. We don't want to put anything in that's like a trend or a fad. And right now there's a lot of cool, pretty trends with like gold hardware, black hardware. And I love this. Like, I love the green bathrooms. I love the blue. I love the gold accents. I love it all. But at the end of the day, the white, the gray, brushed nickel or stainless look is just a classic. And it's been in style for a long time. And I know it's like people are saying it's leaving, it's millennial gray, it's sad, it's boring, but it's clean. It looks nice. Like, you don't go into a bathroom like that and think like, this looks messy, this looks outdated. You're just like, oh, it looks clean. A safe look, and it's clean, it looks nice. So that's what we're going for. We might play around with like, you know, fun shower curtains. Maybe we'll like paint it different colors over the years, but the tile and the flooring is gonna be just like that basic white gray vibe. My lightest concealer shade is like becoming too dark. That's when you know. But yeah, anyway, that is not part of this video. What I'm trying to say is that's what we're going for. You guys will see us picking everything out, you know, the progression of things, start to finish in my bathroom remodel video. But for this vlog, I don't really want to film too much of that, so I can save it for that. But if you guys want to see what we end up choosing, what that bathroom ends up looking like, subscribe. But for this video, this like simple vlog, what I'm thinking is taking you guys along for the weekend, except for a lot of the bathroom stuff. Because we still have to take down our Christmas decorations this weekend. We still are doing laundry. We're still like cleaning up the house, just doing like boring weekend stuff. And then tomorrow we have church, and I think we're just gonna hang out around the house and I guess prep for redoing the bathroom. This is the Westman Atelier Contour Bronzer Stick. I really like it, but this is the mini size, and I've had it for a year, and I've used it like every time I've done my makeup, and I still have plenty to go. So it's expensive. So just start with the mini if you don't know if you'll like it or not. And honestly, I don't even think you'll ever need to buy the big size, because I've been using it for how long, and there's still a ton left. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to like intro this video and do a little bit of my makeup. Oh, also, this is the first video I've filmed since hitting 1,000 on YouTube, 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new here, hello, thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. I'm a new mom. She's 8 months old though. Am I still a new mom if she's 8 months? I think so. But anyway, I posted a short that was just like a silly template of like January, February, March. If you haven't seen it, go watch that short on my channel. Just made it like using like a CapCut template or something, and I uploaded it to TikTok. I got like 3 views basically, and then I uploaded it to YouTube because I always like upload on both, and it just like blew up. Like I got like, at this time I got 80,000 views on it, and then like a couple thousand likes, and then I got like another like 250 subscribers. Like it shot up, and then I lost some of the subscribers from that, which I'm like, were those bots? I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for subscribing. If you are real people that are here for the journey. That was my goal for 2024, was to hit 1,000. And then it didn't happen. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm still 50 away. And then 2 days after 2024 ends, I hit 1,000. So it's funny how that works. But anyway, I'm going to finish doing makeup and I will be back later. Here's breakfast. I have my coffee. We're about to go over some stuff for the bathroom, pick out everything. Meeting of the minds. This is for the weekend vlog. This isn't for the bathroom one, so you guys will have to subscribe for that. But you can put it down. You always have to hand me things for me to like take. That's what we're gonna do now. But look how delicious. My husband's been making me this every morning. It's chili oil and egg and sourdough, and all of it's dairy and soy free, which if you're new here, look up MSPI in babies and breastfeeding, and that's what I'm going through, so that's why I can't have milk and soy. I'm not going to explain it in every video, even though I kind of do, but anyway, we're going to pick some things out. Pray for our wallets. I am currently cutting the stems off of some organic pre-washed spinach into this colander, and then I'm going to wash it myself. And then I'm going to steam it and turn it into a puree, because yesterday I had like the smaller size of this and I tried pureeing it, and because spinach wilts so much, it was not enough for like my blender, like for any of my blender blades or like my like NutriBullet or anything. It was all like way too, like not enough for the blades, for it to reach the blades to be pureed. So we bought more spinach today. I'm cutting it all up because she's trying spinach for the first time today, actually in the next few minutes. So anyway, Zach and I just finished having our little like meeting of the minds, we like to call it, where when she naps, we like discuss what we need to do for the day, what's going on. And in this time, obviously we talked about the bathroom. So we laid out everything that we needed to get. We picked out a few things online to look at in store. So it's gonna be so expensive. This project is gonna be so expensive, but it's one of those things where it has to happen. So anyway, if you hear Zach, he's upstairs with the baby, getting her up from her nap because she woke up, and I'm rushing to get everything nice and ready for her puree, because as soon as she's done with her puree, we're heading out. Another thing we did today is we tried mashed food for the first time. She's had purees, and over time I started making them like pureed strawberries, which had like seeds and like textures in it, or like I would puree like her I don't know, her sweet potato, but it would be like, I would make it like less watery, a little bit more chunky, but still soft. You know, I was just making more pureed foods that were like chunkier to work her up for her mashes. So now we're starting her mashes. So today was the first day. We mashed some avocado, and what we want her to do is pick it up and eat it and chew it, but she's still like sucking on her like spoon when she eats her purees and like not chewing it at all, which I know is like a phase they go through, but that's what she's been doing since she started purees. She just sucks the spoon, and like I hand her the spoon and she takes it and puts it to her mouth. She's always been self-feeding as far as like bringing it to her mouth. I do the scooping myself because she, you know, is still a baby. But yeah, we were a nervous wreck. So anyway, today was day 1 of that, and then, you know, for lunch and dinner she'll still get purees, and then tomorrow we'll do day 2 of like her avocado mash, and then once that is done, we're gonna do banana mash. But yeah, like they say you really want to get them start getting them off of purees before 9 months, and she's like 8 months and a week and a half. So she you know, it was definitely time to graduate her from purees, or at least start. So it's very nerve-wracking though. And when we asked our doctor about baby-led weaning before we started her on any food, my doctor was like, that's a very new thing as of the last couple of years. She's like, I didn't do it with my kids. And she was like, you know, I can't really give any advice on that. She seemed very skeptical of it. So that's why we were like, okay, like then we'll just do purees, because you know, if our doctor was still very skeptical on it and on the research on it, then it's good enough for me to just start with purees. And so we did. But now the doctor did say she wanted her starting to be weaned from purees by 9 months. So we're starting that process. Am I freaking out? Yes. But I'm also excited. Anyway, that's my little ramble. I'm going to finish cutting the spinach. I'm going to steam it. Then we're going to puree it, feed the baby it, and then we're going to head over to Home Depot. We're in the car now. About to leave. It is 2:33. Finally leaving to go to Home Depot. They're playing All Too Well right now, and I can't tell if it's Taylor's version or not. I don't think it might be. What's so funny is we still have all of the like light fixtures from the 60s. Like nothing has been updated. So it's like looking at all of these light fixtures is also giving us ideas for like replacing that old chandelier we have in our dining room. That's literally from the 60s, and it's pink, which is cute, but okay. We've had such a day already, honestly. We've been in Home Depot for like 2 hours, maybe more. We're on the last thing. Zach went to go get the rake, and then I'm gonna pick out paint. We're just looking at white paint for the bathroom for now, just to keep it clean. If we want to change it to a color later, we will. But now we're looking at paint chips. And Addie's still chilling, but we gotta go home because she's been in this car seat for a while and she's gonna get hungry soon. Okay, switching back over to my camera. Took a few clips in Home Depot. I'm saving a lot of those clips for the bathroom remodel video, but it is dark out. It is dark out. It's 5:08. We were there for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So we didn't buy everything because, number one, we couldn't fit everything in the car. It's slamming my doors. What's the baby's matter? We're gonna go home now. We're going home. The baby is definitely cranky. She wants to go home. She only had like a 30-minute nap, so she is due. Well, she's not due for going to sleep, but she is cranky. Anyway, I'm starving, I'm hungry, I'm tired. And it is so only 5 p.m.
Dude, I don't know how.
So we have a lot more to do today. We're back home now. The reason I think she was so upset is because, one, she was starting to get hungry, and two, she had a poop. So that's all changed and taken care of now. This is like such a weird, you see a little bit of the pillow in the frame. It's fine. We're gonna have this frozen cauliflower gnocchi from Trader Joe's because it's dairy and soy free with some marinara sauce that is also dairy and soy free. And that'll be our dinner. I thought I was about to get Addie crawling for the first time. She's starting to creep. Like, she's not doing like all fours and then like moving her hands at the same time, like typical crawling. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna play with her. And then once Zach is back and we go over our plan for the night, I will be back. But I think we're gonna eat and try our best to put as many Christmas things away until we're literally ready to like collapse. And then it's night 2 of sleep training. So say a prayer for us, because night 1 didn't go awfully, but it did not go well. And I'm really worried about night 2. And I hate hearing her cry. The most effective forms of sleep training, you have to let them cry a little bit. But I hate that. I hate it. But everyone tells us like the first 3 days are the worst, and then from there it should get better. But they say the average is like, average amount of time it takes to sleep train is usually like a little bit less than 2 weeks. And even then, when they have regressions or like, okay, you want to go play? Teething or like sick or whatever, you have to kind of like reteach them the sleep training. Like that's what I heard a pediatrician on TikTok say. So I know that like once you sleep train, it's not like you're done. Like you will still have to do it. The baby still might wake up other times throughout the night, but we are just like straight up not sleeping right now. Not getting more than 3 hours at a time. And that's how it's been since she was 4 months old. And she's now over 8 months old. So, and it's not like she just like wakes up a couple of times and like that's it. Like it is hard to get her back down. And She wakes up, on average, I would say she wakes up 3 times a night. It's gonna be a tiring night. And I'm really glad that we stayed close to home this weekend. And I'm glad it was just like a weekend of catching up, because the next 2 weeks are gonna be crazy with the bathroom remodel. I'll be back later. I'm gonna have my snack. The time has come. I just got off a long FaceTime call with my mom because she's sick, so she hasn't been able to come over to see Addie. I'm gonna do a little time lapse of me taking all the ornaments off and undecorating. It's kind of like a crazy thing having to like undecorate the tree. It's a lot of work. Ornament broke. Yeah, I'm like, as in like shards of glass everywhere. I didn't know that these ornaments were glass. Okay. It is 7:51. Look at this postpartum hair regrowth. Me, I didn't lose my hair because of postpartum hair loss. Also me. Anyway, it is the baby's bedtime. It's the second night of, what is this? What is this called? The Ferber method. I do think we are gonna like, instead of like moving on to day 2, I do feel like we're gonna do each day like twice. Just cause, I don't know. Jumping into day 2 where it's like 10-minute intervals or something. I don't know, it feels more extreme, so we might repeat day 1, we'll see. But it is day 2 still of sleep training, so pray for us. By the time you see this, we've either given up, or we have successfully done it, or we're still working on it. Because I think you guys will see this next week, and we'll still only be a week in. But anyway, she's already tired, I can tell, and it is her bedtime now. She's been up for almost 4 hours, so I'm getting her nice and settled. We're gonna do our nice nighttime routine. We're gonna do your little eczema routine, and it's gonna be time to go down. Let's lower the lights a little bit. Alright? You ready to eat something? Are you ready to eat? So, night 2 of sleep training, not really going that great. She fell asleep while she was eating, and we tried to wake her up, but she was so tired, she just like fell right asleep. So that was our mistake. We should have started the bedtime routine earlier, but we were trying to pack up as much Christmas as we could before putting her down, and we just stretched it for too long. We put her down and she was dead asleep, which first of all, you're supposed to put them down drowsy but like fully awake. So that was the bad part. And she just woke up after 24 minutes in her crib sleeping, screaming. And the Ferber method, you do 3 minutes of crying and then you calm them down and then you leave. Then 5 minutes of crying, you calm them down, then you leave. And then if they're still crying, you do 10 minutes of crying and then you calm them down and then you leave. We didn't get to 10 minutes last night. Because, and getting to 3, like having to wait 3 minutes before going in there is enough, like, where I don't know what I would do if she got to 10 minutes. And that's the thing, like if she's crying for 10 minutes, it's probably not like a moderate cry. She probably is getting to the point of scream crying, so I don't know if sleep training is for us. And I'm saying this, and my husband is even more sensitive to this, like 3 minutes is hard, but like I can do it. Zach is literally like having to like hold himself back from going up there, which is really sweet. So we're gonna keep trying this. Like I said, I talked to Zach about it and adapt it to what we're comfortable with, because it feels like moving on to day 2 so fast when you start sleep training. It just feels too fast. to be like upping the amount of time we're just letting her cry for. Zach is up there now trying to console her without picking her up, but it doesn't sound like it's going that well, so not great. So anyway, we took down a lot of the Christmas stuff. The tree's down, the ornaments are down, everything is down, like everything on this floor and the downstairs is taken care of. We still have garland on our banister leading upstairs. We still have our room decorated. But outside of that, Christmas is down. And then outside of the outside, of course. Honestly, I'm happy to get the clutter under control. I'll be happy to get everything organized again, just in time for my house to be a wreck for the bathroom remodel. But anyway, I will check in with you guys tomorrow and let you know how everything went, but not. Okay, it is the next morning. She's looking very intensely at the camera right now. But it's at, well, I'm lying. It's literally 2:55 p.m. We went. Okay, my camera died. I'm now up here with Addie, but basically we went to the later service because we slept until the early service started, and we don't normally go to the later service because the family room we bring Addie into with us gets packed. But I set an alarm for the earlier service so that we'd get up, and I just like turned it off while I was like still half asleep, and I didn't have another set, so we kept sleeping. But honestly, we needed it because last night was rough. I will talk about it in a second, but yeah, we ended up going to the later service today, which ends usually around like 12:45, 12:30ish. And so now it's like 3 o'clock. It is 3:06, and we are just not getting started on our day, but like just getting started on our chores. I'm about to take down our Christmas decorations up here. But Addie has just had her second round of spinach. She's like now just like playing and hanging out until her last nap of the day, which is coming soon actually. She should be like ready to go down soon. Baby's down for her nap. I honestly don't even remember what I was talking about. All right, I just decided to lay down, get a little bit comfortable, because I'm so tired. Just laying down to talk to you guys just for a second. But basically, last night she went to bed, she fell asleep, like I said, nursing. And that is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. We pushed her bedtime too long. I think I talked about that yesterday, and she ended up being so tired that she fell asleep while she was nursing. So I think it was like 26 minutes later, she woke up crying. After 3 minutes of her crying, we went in, tried to console her, and then left, and she started up crying again. And this time, like, it was escalating. And then we went in again after 5 minutes, and then tried to calm her down, and then it ended up escalating. And she was just screaming and crying, and I was trying to everything outside of picking her up to console her, because they say you really don't want to pick them up. So I was like rubbing her back, I was patting her butt, I was like caressing her face, like just like the saddest cries like that a baby can let out. Like just like it honestly felt like she was like, why aren't you helping me? Oh my gosh. I got her as calm as I could. It took me like 15 minutes, and that was like way too long of a check-in, but I tried to get her as calm as I could, and then I left the room. And then as soon as I left the room, she started screaming again. And then the next check-in, you're not supposed to go in for another 10 minutes. And this is the night 1 schedule. There's 7 nights of schedules, and then you just repeat night 7 over and over until they do it. And I think at night 7, the first check-in is after like 15 minutes or like 30 minutes or something crazy. And like getting to 10 minutes felt like this is way too long to wait to go back in. She cried for those full 10 minutes, like this really sad cry. And like, oh my god, it broke our hearts. So then finally, Zach and I were like, okay, we're not following the Ferber method to a T. At a certain point, it's essentially cry it out, and like that is just not something Zach and I are comfortable with. When someone says, like when it's usually people in the older generation, they're like, you should just let her cry it out. You want me to let my baby hyperventilate and shudder in the name of sleep training? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And like people in the older generation are like, well, you should just let her cry it out. It's good for them. It teaches them how to self-soothe, that you're not just going to always help them. And it's like, okay, she's 8 months old. Like, let's not forget, she's a baby. Like, these are babies and children you're talking about. I understand people are like, oh, you can't coddle like your kids. Like people this generation, they're so, you know, gentle parenting, they coddle their kids. Okay, while I understand that, you want me to let my 8-month-old hyperventilate herself to bed and then tire herself out from crying, that she just passes out? I could go on a whole rant, but she is literally shuddering. We have to pick her up at this point. So Zach went in there after the 10-minute check-in and picked her up and like calmed her down, got her to stop shuddering. While she was still awake and like shuddering less, Zach tried to put her down and she immediately started crying again. He came downstairs and we were just looking at each other like, are we gonna do that? Are we gonna keep doing this? Are we gonna like really follow through with this? Like, this feels crazy. After that, you hit 10 minutes for the night 1 schedule. You repeat that, like, all right, after that point, the check-ins are every 10 minutes for night 1, even though technically last night was night 2. I guess we're just gonna keep doing this, and then at a certain point when it feels like literally it all feels cruel, but when it feels like this is not helping, this is wrong, we'll stop and we'll just rock her to sleep and reevaluate our lives in the morning. So 3 minutes before the second 10-minute check-in, she got quiet and fell asleep. At the end of the day, it's not even about self-soothing. She's an 8-month-old. It's about teaching her that she can fall asleep without one of us holding her and without us rocking her to sleep. It's not about like teaching her to self-soothe, you know? We're only going to give it another day or 2. So anyway, she fell asleep at like 9, I want to say like 9:50. And then she stayed asleep until like 5 a.m. She slept for 7 hours and 40 minutes, which she never does. She never does that. And then I woke up, I fed her at 5 a.m. because we don't really necessarily feel like we want to get rid of like her early morning feed. Like that's fine. So then I fed her and then put her back out in the crib. She fell asleep within like 2 minutes of me putting her back down. And then she stayed asleep until like 8:50 a.m. So she, in total, had like a pretty good night of sleep. Like, and so did Zach and I. But it's just the beginning of the night. Those 50 minutes of trying to get her to sleep were really bad. So she had like a 12-hour night, which is great. And she needs to be sleeping more at night. Like, that was the whole issue, is like, the reason we sleep trained is because, yeah, Zach and I aren't sleeping, but like, neither is the baby. The baby hasn't been sleeping. She gets like 3-hour stretches, and like, that's not good for her either. So tonight we're going to try a more extensive nighttime routine that starts a lot earlier than like when she needs to go down, so she's not overtired, so that she's not like falling asleep while I'm nursing her. So we'll see how tonight goes. Yeah, this was a really long ramble. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to finish taking down the Christmas decorations, and then I'm going to fold some laundry. I have to do some laundry. Get to wear this enough. I know there's a correct way to fold a fitted sheet, but I just don't feel like learning, so. Okay, everything has been folded. I'm gonna go downstairs. I have to switch the laundry. Thank you for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like it. I don't know what else. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I always leave my socials in the description box and at the end of this video. I do have a public Instagram that I share, and then there's also a private Instagram some of you guys might come across that is for friends and family only. So follow the public one. It's tori.lar.yt for YouTube. And then my TikTok is just tori_lar. So yeah, follow me on those two platforms if you want to keep up to date with me on a more regular basis. Or if you want to like message with me or anything like that, I will answer you over there. But that is it for this video. Pray for me with the sleep training and the bathroom remodel, because I think I'm going to need a lot of patience and coffee. Goodbye.